Hello, welcome to today's smile therapy section. We're going to be observing a 15 minutes smile therapy. So I'm going to be reading out jokes to you, and when you hear anyone that cracks you up, please feel free to laugh. So listen as I read. So the joke I'm about to read now is titled Fake Love. Fake love. A young couple was one of the invigilators in a WAEC exam holding in the school he was serving. Right inside the hall, when the exam was ongoing, a very sexy girl who was wearing a very skimpy skirt and looking so gorgeous was seductively making eye contact with the copper, giving him that "come and get me" look. Giving him that "come and get me" look. He went straight to where the girl was sitting to find out what her problem was. She asked the copper to help her with the answers to the mathematics questions. He obliged and gave her the solution to the questions. After the exam, the copper immediately met up with the girl and asked her out for night out. She laughed and replied, "Do you think I am a prostitute? All those actions I was displaying for you in the hall were fake. My boyfriend is over there waiting for me." The copper laughed too and said, "Do you think I know anything about mathematics? I studied Yoruba in school. All those answers I gave to you were all fake." The girl screamed and fainted. God, this is I don't know what to say, but for me, this is not hilarious actually. You are tampering with somebody's future. Why would you even give her a fake answer? You wouldn't have like responded. You should have just truthfully tell her that you didn't know the answers to the question. I think that should be the right thing you were supposed to, like the guy was supposed to do, right? Now let's move on. The next joke here is titled who would you save? Is a question. Who would you save? Now listen as I read. Girlfriend was discussing with boyfriend. Now the girl said, "Baby, if I was drowning in the river with my 9-year-old sister, only sister, and you stand a chance to saving just one of us, who will you save?" Hey, this is a serious question. Now the boyfriend said, "You of course there." The girl said, "What? And will you just let my only sister die?" The boyfriend said, "Okay, I will save you. I will save your baby sister." The girlfriend shouted, "So you will just let me die after all these years?" This is confusing. The boyfriend said, "Calm down, baby. But you said if I could save only one person." He think for a while. "Okay, I will just dive into the river, drown myself too, and we will all die as one." Girl, "So you will just let me and my sister die in the river?" The boyfriend, now angry, "That's enough. What all this? Aren't you concerned about me too? I just said I'm going to die in that river too." But this guy was be a very good lover. I support that idea. The whole of us should die together. I think that's best. Do not save anybody. What do you think? Please comment below in the comment section. Now the next jokes here is titled "Sleeping with the pastor's wife." Sleeping with the pastor's wife. A guy walks up to his friend one Saturday and says, "I'm sleeping with the pastor's wife. Can you hold him in church after service for me?" The friend agrees, and after mass, he starts talking to the pastor and asking him all kinds of stupid questions just to keep him occupied. After about an hour, the pastor gets angry and asks the guy, "What's up?" Feeling guilty, the guy confesses, "My friend is sleeping with your wife right now." Then pastor then smiled and said, "You should run back home and check your wife. My wife has been dead for years." This is emotional. Now the next joke here is titled Three Heavy Slaps. Three heavy slaps. A man went to a police station in Lagos to report a robbery incident. Now the man said, "I was robbed at a gunpoint." The policeman said, "What happened?" The man responded, "Someone snatched my wallet. I was about to shoot. I was about to shout, 'Thief!' when three heavy slaps landed on my face. I didn't see anything for 30 minutes except stars." The policeman said, "Can you describe the stars?" God, nah, can you describe it? That was hilarious. What does the stars got to do with the robbery incident, please? If I may ask. Now the next joke here is titled Akos walked into a barber shop. Now listen as I read. Akos walked into a barber shop and asked, "Can I get a haircut?" The barber looked around the shop full of customers and said, "About 2 hours, Akos left." A few days later, Akos stuck his head in the door again and asked, "How long before I can get a haircut?" The barber looked around at the shop and said, "About 3 hours, Akos left." A week later, Akos came into the shop and asked, "How long before I can get a haircut?" The barber looked around the shop and said, "About an hour only, Akos left." The barber turned to a friend and asked, "Hey, Kufura, do me a favor. Follow that guy and see where he goes. He keeps asking how long he has to wait for a haircut, but then he doesn't ever come back." A little while later, he returned to the shop, laughing hysterically. The barber asked, "So, where does that guy go when he leaves?" Kufura looked up, tears in his eyes, and said, "To your wife." I don't think I like this one. Now let's move on. The next joke here reads, "Good morning." A WhatsApp chat between two students, Akbos and Yao. Akbos now said, "Results are out. Come, let's go and see the results." Yao, "I'm with my dad. If you see, okay, I think I've taken this. I've taken this. Okay, I think this is a different one. Let me go ahead and read. A WhatsApp chat between two students, Akbos and Yao. Akbos, "Results are out. Come, let's go and see the results." Yao said, "I'm with my dad. If you see mine, please message me. If it's bad, say good morning to you. If it's very bad, then say good morning to you and your dad." Later, Akbos, "Good morning to you, your family, and your whole village." "I don't trust her." A child innocently asked his mom, "Child, would you..." I think there's a mix up here. Now, this is another joke. Saying, "I don't trust her." A child innocently asked his mom, "Child, would you leave your house girl with your bank card, bank card, and your 1 million on the chair?" "Mommy, no, I don't trust her." The child, "Then why would you leave me with her?" This is a very sensitive question. Now, "Mommy, why would you leave me with her? Somebody that you don't trust. Don't you know that I'm your treasure?" That's what the child is trying to say now. So now the next one does not really have a title, but let me read it out. It says, "All stupid people." Okay, the title is All Stupid People. I read, "Teacher, all stupid people should stand up. All stupid people should stand up." Abos stands up. The teacher now says, "So Abos, you are stupid." The teacher now said, Abos now said, "No ma, I just can't hear you standing I can't just bear you standing alone. Was that funny? I can't just bear you standing alone. Okay, now let's move to the next one. Now the next joke here is titled A Body Story. I read. This is a story about four people named everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. There was an important job to be done and everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure somebody would do it. Nobody would have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when actually nobody asked anybody. Now the next joke here is titled Responsible Person. Employer, in this job we need someone who is responsible. The applicant now said, I am the one you want because on my last job, every time anything went wrong, they said I was responsible. This is quite naughty. Now the next joke here is titled The Children of Israel. The Children of Israel. At the Sunday school class, one Sunday morning after an interesting topic, the teacher asked, any question? Now, one of the children at the Sunday school or in the Sunday school rose demanded for raised up their hand or raised up his hand to answer the question and to ask the question. Now, Abus is that student. He asked, looking puzzled, you said the children of Israel escaped from Egypt. The teacher now responded, yes. Abus, you said the children of Israel crossed the Red Sea. The teacher responded, yes. You said the children of Israel also brought down the mighty walls of Jericho. The teacher said, yes. Now, the student now said, when the children of Israel were doing all this, where were the adults of Israel? Please, who has that question? Who has that answer? Should please drop it in the comment section. Let's move forward. The next joke here is titled Business. One day, Abbas thought up a brilliant idea and went to talk to his son. Abbas, I want you to marry a girl of my choice. The son said no. The man says, the girl is Bill Gates' daughter. The son now agreed, said, okay. Now the father goes to Bill Gates and said, I want your daughter to marry my son. Bill Gates said, no way. Do I know you? The man said, my son is the CEO of the World Bank. Bill Gates responded, okay, we can arrange for them to meet. The man goes to the president of World Bank and said, appoint my son as the CEO of World Bank. The president said no. The man said, he is the son-in-law of Bill Gates. The president said, okay, this is business, right or wrong? Right, thumbs up. The man is a brave man, you know. Brilliant. Oh gosh. Now let's take the last joke for today. and this joke is titled Corruption. The following conversation ensued between Akpos and his teacher in class. Teacher, one day Nigeria will be corruption free. What sense is that? A student now raised his hand and responded, future impossible tense. Thank you so much for your active participation. Sorry, thank you so much for listening, and I hope I made you laugh. See, we'll meet again in the next section. Bye bye.